7 months into the rail dispute, there's still no resolution. Today, two sides in the conflict addressed MPs, unions, the RMT, ASLEF and the TSSA, and the employers who get their mandate from ministers, Network Rail and the Rail Delivery Group, which represents train operators. And they had very different expectations of whether a deal can be done.
I think you include 0 in your 1 to 10, and we're further away than when we started.
I'd place that as 7.
Now, Network Rail made an offer to the RMT before Christmas, offering 5% on pay last year and 4% this year, with no compulsory redundancies until 2025. But that's conditional on compulsory Sunday working and changes to conditions, including maintenance teams. Now, 64% of RMT members rejected this deal, but the TSSA union accepted the same offer, saying it was the best they could expect. The Rail Delivery Group made its own offer to the RMT. That was worth 4% last year and 4% this, with no compulsory redundancies until April next year, but was contingent on more Sunday working and, crucially, driver-only operation. That's trains without guards, a long-standing red line for unions, and the RMT dismissed it without a ballot. The drivers' union, ASLEF, is expected to do the same when it considers the deal formally on Monday. Now, unions say they will never accept driver-only operation, and its inclusion in pay offers proves ministers deliberately wanted to derail these talks.
They let the strikes go ahead over Christmas. They didn't lift a telephone or lift a finger to get them off. The whole thing has been completely stage managed leading up to Monday's sessions with the trade unions, as far as I can see. So it's a deliberate torpedoing of the talks.
Since the pandemic, government has been in control of the railways, passing the revenue risk to taxpayers. But the Transport Secretary says he does want a deal.
I'd facilitated offers to go to the trade unions. I wanted them to sit down with the employers, talk through those details, look at the reform package and try and get to a solution and not have the strikes.
For all the posturing of the last week, there may now be a window for fresh negotiations. But to be meaningful, the unions say it has to start with ministers.